What is up, Pisces? Welcome to your general love reading. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My name is Jordyn. I'm a master Reiki practitioner and a tarot reader. So if you want a personal reading or Reiki session, everything's down below in the description box. But let's begin, Pisces. Let's see what's going on between you and your person. I'm going to be using Witches Tarot and Spellcasters today. So let's begin for Pisces. What do I most need to see for Pisces in regards to love and romance? Pisces and their person. Do 3 for you. 3 for your person. Your situation. And your crossing. Okay. Over here, person A, person B, situation crossing. Okay, person A's got strength, the Lovers, and the 6 of Pentacles. So you got 2 majors. So very, very, very strong, intimate, vulnerable connection here. But there's a fear of really allowing oneself to indulge in it. With the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, this tells me that this individual really wants to connect to this relationship, is really intrigued by this relationship, but is struggling to allow themselves to receive this relationship. Okay? Then we have this person over here. 7 of Wands, 4 of Cups, and Ace of Cups in reverse. They're being offered exactly what they want, and all they're doing is rejecting it. So mirroring one another, okay? They might not be as aware of how divine this connection is. They're very defensive. This feels like a victim mentality, to be honest, almost like assuming the worst, waiting for the sky to fall. The current situation is the 7 of Cups. There is going to be clarity about the truth of this relationship, and the obstacle is the 9 of Cups. This tells me that both people are going to be challenged to learn how to love themselves, to really love themselves, because what they're feeling about the relationship is more so what they feel about themselves as an individual. Not being able to allow themselves to receive love tells me that neither of them feels worthy of receiving love, which tells me that they also probably don't practice a lot of self-care, like true self-care, and exploring their own consciousness and learning how to meet their own needs in a really healthy way and doing things that fulfill them, which is most likely why the High Priestess, followed by the Hermit, followed by the 5 of Cups is the overall energy. The High Priestess represents the unknown. It also represents the other realms, the otherworldly, and tapping into very divine feminine energy and the unconscious mind, right? And the Hermit is going within to explore the unconscious mind so you can mourn and release all that no longer serves you, the 5 of Cups. Okay? I like it. I like it a lot. So both people are on a very healing journey with one another, whether they're aware of that or not. What are you doing, crazy girl? You're being crazy. Let's look at strength in the Lovers. My dog. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Queen of Pentacles. This feels so hopeful. It's almost like a heart-wrenching hopeful. It's someone who's very much so like, oh, I want to be with them. I want to be with them, and craving it, like really craving it. Almost like this is what they're manifesting. This is what they're really hoping for. And they're calling it in, but there's this deep-seated like, but it's not going to come. And it's kind of like neutralizing their own manifestation. Like, oh, me and my person are going to reconcile. We're going to come back together. Like, everything's going to be great. But then in the back of the mind, it's like, oh, is it really going to happen? Like, what if it doesn't happen? And it's neutralizing that energy. It's a very, not depressive, but just, it's a lack mentality. It's a lack mentality. Now is the time to really shift into that higher power. We just went through a massive energetic shift as a collective. And if you are trying to manifest, if you are trying to embody a new version of yourself, now's the time to align with the essence of what you want. If you want a relationship, embody what you think it would feel like, the essence of it. If you're struggling to visualize things, embody the essence of it. If you want to feel wealth, embody what that would feel like. Sit in that and imagine how good and amazing and safe and secure it would feel to have that relationship, to have that wealth, to have that financial freedom, to have that job, to have that new home, that new car, whatever it is that you're wanting, right? That good health, right? If you're struggling with health, if you're manifesting right now, focus on essence. Yeah, 10 of Swords with the Lovers. 4 of Cups. There it is. Yeah, so there's definitely an ending that happened here. And that's why I say, like, there's this feeling of wanting to reconcile, wanting to come back together. Because with the 4 of Cups in reverse, this individual is very open to having it come back around. But there's that neutralizing energy, that 6 of Cups. They say one thing because swords represent the intellect, the mind, but they're feeling the ending. And they're not allowing that flow of energy in the material world to come back to them. So it's not manifesting. Let's look at the 6 of Pentacles. 4 of Wands. Yeah, exactly. What are they not getting in the material world? That foundation. The 4 of Wands. It's not flowing to them. Because there's that even out of positive, not positive and negative, because those are just, that's just energy, but you know what I mean. Let's look at this Ace of Cups for this person. Oh, golly. They are heavy. They're very heavy, this individual over here. 9 of Wands, 5 of Cups. It's like they're anticipating to be betrayed is really what it feels like. Like, you don't want me. You're not going to love me. Like, you're just going to hurt me. Everybody's hurt me. It feels very like they're cowering in the corner, like ready to defend themselves. They might have had a very... I kind of want to say like an abusive history, to be honest. Not them themselves, but they might have experienced a lot of abuse in their childhood or previous relationships. It feels like that's like the reaction, like, I need to protect myself. All I have is myself, and I can't rely on you to really to trust your word. And that's I'm trying to pick my words wisely here. To be quite frank, that's something that they're going to have to heal on their own, because that's not, you cannot reach in their brain and fix that programming for them. And someone cannot do that for you. Being someone who's experienced plenty of abuse in their lifetime, I'm not saying that to be heartless. It's just the reality of it. It's going to take a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. It does. But you can definitely do it. You can definitely do it. Okay? The 4 of Cups, 3 of Cups in reverse gives you an Ace of Cups energy and the Ace of Swords. They're going to come to the realization that their heart space needs to open up. There's so much catalyst energy in these love readings this week, which makes a lot of sense because we're going through that awakening as a collective. So most likely you're triggering a lot of healing in this person right now, because you're actually not rejecting them. You're actually craving them. You're wanting them. And they're aware that they're not being treated how they've been treated previously. And they see that Ace of Swords. They're just trying to reprogram their mind to allow it into their life. So they're questioning their own behavior. 7 of Wands, and that's the first step. They're becoming aware. The first step of healing is awareness, right? They're wondering, why am I rejecting this, right? Sun and the Ace of Wands. There it is. The shift in consciousness, the new beginning. Why am I rejecting this? The 7 minus the Ace of Wands gives you the 6 of Wands. There's the victory. Because now they're starting to be brave. They're starting to fight for their happiness. They're starting to fight for this new version of themselves. This individual has now become the catalyst for this person's healing. And that's incredible. That's amazing. That's amazing, because they have very, very deep-rooted pain. They have a lot of pain, a lot that they're working through. And with the Sun there, they're choosing to step into a new way of being. That's amazing. That's the higher heart. The collective is going through a higher heart opening. They are. Man, that makes me so happy. Let's look at the 7 of Cups. This is okay, so this is the bond. This is, when I say the bond, this feels like the current state or the most recent form that this relationship took. So this could be your most recent past with this person, or what you are now moving out of, okay? It's kind of like realizing why it didn't work, basically, if I have to be honest with you. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups, the past, right? Realizing that the past was very inconsistent. Very inconsistent. Even though there was a lot of mutual love, back and forth between the two of you is very inconsistent in regards to how it showed up in the material world. Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Star. Realizing that all of this is occurring because it needs to. It needs to unfold in this way because both individuals need to learn to heal, right? This one needs to learn to be receptive. This one needs to learn to open up their heart space, not only to be receptive, but to see people in a new light, to not put everybody in the same bucket, to realize that their past is not always going to be dubbed over their future. They're doing a lot of reprogramming. Both are, because the inability or the unwillingness to have an open heart space is rooted in a lot of pain in and of itself. Okay, so let's look at the Nine of Cups, because this is the individual. This is most likely what's being mirrored. Yep, it's what's being mirrored, because it's all about the feminine. The compassionate heart, the receptive energy is divine feminine energy, Empress energy. The collective is shifting into divine feminine energy. Our North Node is Taurus. Empress energy, right? Empress. Taurus energy. The bull. Cool. Seven of Wands, bravery and magician, the personal power. Realizing that it's time to utilize the tools you have as an individual to create the life, to create the reality and the version of yourself that you most want. It is not your partner or your parent or your friends or your boss or your coworker's job to make your life better or happier. It is your job, right? And so it's taking accountability and responsibility to do that. And in turn, your life is starting to flourish and this relationship is starting to flourish. I love this. And that's why that's the obstacle, because both people are learning how to become happy as individuals. And in turn, you're going to see the happiness start to thrive in this relationship because you're going to rediscover who you are and your person's going to rediscover who you are. And that's when you start building a new foundation together and you let go of the burden of the past and you get the King and Queen of Pentacles together, the true pair, right? This is my perfect partner pair in tarot. I love it because it's the mini Emperor and Empress, which tells me that you're both going through the same upgrade. You're mirroring each other. So let's look at the High Priestess. This to me is an Empress gone cold. So if this feminine energy over here just has a shut down heart space, it's most likely a fear of being hurt or a fear of abandonment, rejection, right? Let's look at this. Yeah, so we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. This is like, it feels almost like the fear of like taking steps forward, of like investing in this and working on this. Like, oh, I can't work on this unless I know they're going to work on this. Because if I make an effort, then I'm going to look silly if they don't want to, abandonment. If they don't reciprocate that same effort, right? It's the fear of being vulnerable because what if I get rejected? Five of Pentacles. 8 minus the 5 gives you the 3. They're afraid that this person's not going to work with them, collaborate with them. Yeah. So that's the pain for the feminine over here. But Pisces, this is what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this love reading. If you want a personal love reading or a Reiki session, or you want to be part of our Patreon family to get more help and advice on your own spiritual path, go ahead, check it all out down below in the description box. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. I love you. I wish you the best, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.